Hey guys, and welcome back to Rodea the Sky Soldier. We just beat the shit out of little old me, so I guess we're gonna go blow up more stuff now.
Pretty much, yeah. It's going to become more apparent as we progress throughout this level why that's going to happen. But yeah, we're going to just blow shit up.
Oh, lovely, it's my favourite pastime, at least in video games, don't get the wrong idea.
So I definitely want to pick up that power wing, because I want to pick up this legacy medal, and when you get in here, it's very easy to get hit by the plane dropping a bomb on you. And when I first recorded this particular mission, I did get hit, and then I ended up in Rodea's weakened state.
Ugh, disgusting.
And yeah, you can't really do a whole lot in Rodea's weakened state. You can't boost attack, so you can't actually attack enemies. And you really can't fly very far, so you have to keep pointing and launching Rodea to make any sort of progress. Which is frustrating, but then...
Fuck this part in the 3DS version of the game! It's awful!
Yeah, it's not surprising, because I mean, these guys can be rather cruel in this version as well. But there is a relatively simple way of effectively defeating them, and that's get to high ground, wait until they've done their rolling, then once they've popped up out of the ground, you go in for the kill. And then you get the hell out of there.
Well, the thing is, doesn't the Wii version run at 60 frames per second?
Yes, it does.
I can't tell you how much the 3DS one runs at, but it sure as shit ain't 60.
I can actually tell you what it runs at. So, the Wii U version of the game runs at 30 FPS.
Fair enough.
The new Nintendo 3DS version also runs at 30 FPS. The 3DS version runs probably somewhere between 20 and 25 FPS.
Oh my god, it's a good job I'm playing on the new 3DS then.
Yep.
Wait, it felt 30 with like massive frame drops.
Yeah, I don't think Rodea, Wii U, or 3DS's frame rates are stable. They're aiming for 30.
Oh, are they ever, the little rascals?
They're not always hitting that.
Oh no.
Whereas the Wii version actually stays at, I'm pretty sure, a consistent 60, bar some rather intensive moments.
Uh-huh.
Like when you use the gauntlets and you're killing every enemy on screen, I'm pretty sure we had a little bit of frame rate slowdown there. But outside of that, this thing just rolls very smoothly along.
You'd hope so for like a fast-paced like game set in the skies and whatnot.
Exactly. But yeah, we were in Rodea's weakened state there for a moment, because of those bonus rooms that I despise.
Just the ones with all the force fields and whatnot.
Yeah, because they're such... well, the timing to get through them is so precise, it becomes near impossible if you aren't careful. Also, yeah, really needed to get that extra powered power wing there, because otherwise that guy would have taken far more hits to kill. Because, like, the gun crabs take 2 hits without a power wing, they take 1 hit with.
Also, it not only boosts your like health, it boosts your attack power.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it also boosts the distance that you can travel.
You probably told me that in an earlier part, but I just forgot, to be honest.
I don't think I went quite into all the specifics with the power wing, to be fair.
It's cool, you brought us mythology, you brought us jokes, it's fine.
But yeah, we've got, as you can probably see, a base hanging off in the distance there.
I want to blow it up.
Don't worry, we are definitely going to blow it up.
No, I want to blow it up now.
Well, we've got to get there first.
Always the tricks and traps with you.
But don't worry, it's not going to take us a ridiculous amount of time to get there. The majority of this chapter is spent picking up items to be able to deal with that base.
Ah, power wings, like guns and such.
Not quite, but I will let you see what it is when we get there.
Oh, I remember what you're talking about. Yeah, all my 3DS memories are coming flooding back now. I wish they hadn't, but there you go.
In the meantime, we've got a new enemy to defeat.
Oh, it's Wheatley from Port 2.
Yeah! And he explicitly requires you to make use of those parabolic arcs.
Stephen Merchant was actually born on my birthday, you know?
That is so cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, these guys have the shield, so you can't attack them straight on, so you've got to loop around them and hit them.
Or just impress them with your ability to, you know, homing, like, attack along trails of sparklies or luma bits.
Well, either that or just plain ignore them.
Yeah, that works too, I guess.
Do have to kill them to progress, because I don't think the launcher unlocks until they are defeated.
Yeah, you've got to impress it too.
Yeah. Well, why not? It's not going to work for you if you don't put the work in.
I guess. Sort of an allegory for life, really.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like in the gentle desert strings in this level's OST.
I really like pretty much all of the general level themes for this game. They're all pretty unique, but they've all got their own charm to them, which is great.
I should have just said level theme, because basically what I said was I like this level's original soundtrack.
Well, I mean, it's accurate.
I'm a stickler for being, like, super accurate, you've got no idea.
Don't worry, I am as well. Apart from when it just goes incredibly wrong and then it's just like... Yep, can't even back out of this one.
You like naming parts incorrectly?
Well, no, that one is an unfortunate mistake of a render.
It's a failure of the game designer.
Oh, David Cage wishes he could make a game like this.
Has he made a new game recently?
He's in the process of making one.
Oh, what is it? It's like a Machina game of some sort?
Yeah, that one that's based on that short that he made for the PS4 with the robot and the artificial intelligence. I think it's called Detroit.
Detroit Machina something or other. I want to play the one as like the old man who was pretending to be a wizard.
That would have been so funny.
That was the funniest shit when it went from being super serious to a friggin' like play or something, a movie.
Well, yeah, I think the only issue with that was the slight undertones of racism, but...
Well, that's the movie industry for you, I guess, but
exactly. But yes, so now we have to make a bomb by collecting items.
Ion, what good are you if you can't readily supply me with bombs? I mean, seriously.
Well, yeah, but she doesn't always have these bomb rocks and red coconuts and things from these enemies.
The red coconuts. I think those are the things that took me the longest to find, just because the whole like collection process was so sluggish.
Well, they are probably the most difficult to find, because you got to look at the trees.
And we don't really like looking at trees on this channel. I'm sorry if you like looking at trees, but we're tree racers.
But I mean, the thing is that you spend most of the time looking at the enemies and looking at the platforms, because you're directing Rodea to land on them.
Well, if you're playing the 3DS version, most of the time you'd be looking at the flight view.
Well, that too. But it's very easy to miss the coconuts, because also they are somewhat small in comparison.
Ugh, spicy. Okay, I guess that's the explosive portion of the bomb.
Well, that and, you know, the bomb rocks.
Yeah, but that's easy. That goes without saying. The red coconut never gets its due, you know?
I suppose, yeah, that's true. But yeah, it's a nice bit of exploration. And also, I can't believe I just entirely whiffed on that attack.
Man, you gotta stop putting yourself down, alright?
It's what I do. You do it as well.
Yeah, well, not so much nowadays, I've noticed.
That's very true.
Well, I suppose the meds are working.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, let's destroy some robots. Yeah, you feel bad, but I don't. And that's all that matters.
Exactly. I really like taking down the big turtles with the rocket launchers. Just because it's the flipping them onto their backs and then attacking them. It's so satisfying.
Yeah, well, flipping a turtle and making it, like, you know, useless is always a fun time.
And it's also a very, very video gamey thing to do.
Don't try it against snapping turtles, you'll probably regret it.
Yeah, that would be a very bad idea.
Dude, snapping turtles are vicious motherfuckers.
Well, quite a lot of animals are rather vicious when you start doing things to them that they don't want you to do.
Yeah, it's like, stop it, don't put me on the game show, that's wrong. Okay, so we got, what, one more lava rock or whatever and 2 more coconuts?
Yep. And there's our last bomb rock. So we just need to find the 2 other coconuts.
Okay, we were both wrong, it wasn't lava or bomb, it was boom rock.
Oh, boom rock. Close enough. I don't really... Well, most of the time I like to know the accurate names of things, but this game has so many and other things it just doesn't name that I'm just like... As long as I've got Rodea and Ion and Giardo and Princess Cecilia and the other R units names correct, I really don't care.
God, I would go insane if I tried to name all the stuff in Tales of the Abyss properly. Like, I've played like maybe a couple of hours of that game, and the JRPG-ness of it just beat me over the head over and over and over.
What? You don't like phonons?
I don't even know what the fuck a phonon is! Explain!
It's basically like mana.
Okay, well why couldn't you just say that?
Well, because Tales of Symphonia had mana, so you can't have the same thing.
Whatever, I'll go back to it one day. I
You
think...
should. Tales of the Abyss is amazing, and has one of the most gloriously sarcastic sods ever put to video game, and he is amazing.
Well, he's a bit whining at the moment, but still early days.
No,
now.
I'm not talking about Luke. I'm talking about Jade.
Ah, okay. Well, I actually got Abyss 3DS and this 3DS at the same time.
You made one excellent decision, one not so excellent decision.
Well, I watched Inside Out on that particular birthday as well, so it all balanced out.
Well, yes, because that was another excellent decision. So 2 out of 3 is not bad.
Yeah. Alright. Along we go to blow the shit out of this, whatever it is. I don't care, like, who's making use of it, it's going down.
Well, it's the Naga base. Well, it's sort of a Naga base.
Have we even seen any of the Naga yet?
The robot enemies are technically part of Naga, as are the R-Unit series.
I want to see some snake people.
Yeah, that one's not really gonna happen.
What race is Ion then? Because she doesn't seem like Gerudo or Naga.
She's human.
Okay, so there's a third race.
Well, no, to be... it's difficult to explain. So Garuda and Naga are the names of the worlds, not really the people... Well, sort of the people inhabiting them, but not really.
You see what I mean about the slightly confusing terms and whatnot?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the part of the problem has it's arisen because you're naming your worlds after what are actually individual creatures. That's when things start to become a little bit complex. Because then you're just like, well, what do I call the inhabitants? Because if I call them the Naga, then what do I call the place? Well, it's Naga.
Ugh.
But the Naga from Naga?
It's like, Vegeta, do you mean the planet, the king, or the prince?
Exactly. it just gets confusing and just like, no, really do not have time for this.
Okay, so we're just setting a few bombs down here. Will there be a countdown to destruction?
Well, considering, you know, the chapter title is 10 seconds till destruction, I think there might be.
Oh wow, you know, finally it lives up to the promise. Why is there no one in here to try and stop us?
Because they suck?
Yeah, I guess so. I know I was just parting with, like, Velcro or something.
Well, they are really hastily slapped together. Although, that was probably a really bad idea.
Okay, let's get the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah, this bit's, in the Wii version at least, a little bit of a challenge. Because you've got to worm your way around these corridors. There's actually a legacy medal behind where you come out there.
Oh, that's bullshit. That's Insomniac tier.
Yep. So you're doing that whilst there's a time limit. And I actually died quite a few times when I first played this particular bit of the level.
Oh, it's fine.
Because... Oh no, I did it perfectly on the recording. But like, first run through, it was just like, what the hell is going on? I don't know where I'm looking, and
I think I did it the first time, and it felt like I had minutes left to spare.
I mean, maybe you do in the other version. I know that it's a little bit more fraught in this version, but it's all right.
Okay, let's watch this thing explode. Yep, kablamzo.
Wasn't quite 10 seconds till Kablammo time, but oh well.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you a watch for your birthday, Ion. I think you need it.
I think she does as well, yes.
Oh, Ion, you are insufferable. Okay, guys, we'll see you next time for another installment of Rodea the Sky Soldier. Bye for now.